Hey everyone, this is Ryder from Skip. I hope you're doing well. It's Monday, July 20th. I have a very quick and important video on the next stimulus package. We've been waiting for this for months. Finally, details are starting to emerge as of today, as of this afternoon. This is breaking news. I'm going to talk about what may be in this $1 trillion package, and most importantly, if we are going to see direct stimulus checks, if we are going to see more unemployment benefits, and other important items that we are all wondering and waiting about. But before I dive in, please give this video a like. It helps YouTube share this with others. We want to spread this information to as many people as possible who are all in the same boat as you, wondering about what is going to be in this relief package. The other reason is we've spent the last few hours researching every news outlet from NBC to CNET to US News, New York Times, Forbes, pulling together who's saying what, from the Senate to the House to the President to the Treasury Secretary. We're looking at everything they say, and all of this will help feed into the negotiations and what actually gets formulated in the final bill that will be voted on probably in 2 to 3 weeks, that will then have to go to the president for signature. So thanks so much for liking this video. Let's dive in. Okay, as I mentioned, talks resumed today. The big event was Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin went to the White House to talk with Trump about the most important things in this bill. So there are things the Democrats want, there are things Republicans want. Here are the key differences. Okay, in May, House Democrats passed a $3 trillion relief measure, right? And the Republicans said, let's wait and see. We've been waiting and seeing. Infections are skyrocketing. There are concerns over education, employment, public health, and these concerns have only increased. So here's what we know. There will be another relief package, and it is likely that this will be the last major relief package. So whatever is in this now is going to be it in terms of a major relief package, right? So if there's something businesses need, small businesses, large businesses, if there's something individuals need or states need for unemployment, that's going to be in this bill. So there is a ton of pressure this week, next week, to negotiate what gets put in this $1 trillion stimulus package. But what's clear coming out of what Steve Mnuchin and the president talked about today is this package will focus on three things: education, how to get kids safely back to school; employment, how to get people back to jobs; and vaccine development and healthcare, right? These are like the longer term views that many lawmakers want to shift to, even though we are still in a critical period where we need to help people pay rent. A lot of lawmakers are also seeing this as a bridge to, okay, how do we get back to reopening in terms of schools, jobs, and having the necessary healthcare practices in place. So these are the main areas. The other area that both the president and some Republicans want to see is a payroll tax cut, although some Republicans have also pushed back on this. The payroll tax cut, the argument goes, is that this could increase salaries by cutting the taxes that are paid, so basically increasing the take-home pay. And one option would be even deferring them, so they wouldn't be canceled entirely, but you wouldn't have to pay them in the near term. So this would be extra take-home pay for people, and maybe in the future they'd pay them back. The next stimulus package may include unemployment assistance. This is one of the other big issues besides stimulus checks, which I'm talking about next. People have been getting $600 per week in the pandemic unemployment assistance program, but it expires at the end of this month. It is reported that Republicans may redefine this. Again, Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin said they wanted to do some technical fixes in this program. What we think this means is they're going to change two things: who's eligible for this, and how much will be available per week. We even heard some people say that Republicans may want to start at a lower weekly amount, around $200 per week. Maybe that's for negotiation, so they'll end up somewhere in the middle. It remains to be seen. But we do know that there is concern over this in terms of encouraging people to get back into the workforce safely, while also understanding that in a lot of states, people aren't ready to get back to the workforce. People can't even start searching for jobs because it's still not safe enough to do so. The third and final piece I want to talk about here is the individual stimulus checks. Okay, here is what we think will happen. But I'm going to read this here. So this is the piece that's been discussed since the first stimulus checks were approved in April. And some people think that there's a good chance we will get another check because elections are a few months away, and it will look good for the president if he signs another bill that has direct payments, and of course people get payments that have the president's name on it like it did last time. But it seems likely that if there is another stimulus check, it will be for a much smaller amount of people. So here's what Mitch McConnell has said. He would like to see the threshold for these stimulus checks lowered. So in order to qualify, it was $115,000 or less in the first round. He's saying he would like it to be lower to around $40,000. Again, that might be a negotiation tactic, or maybe it ends up in the middle. The point is that this bill will not be a $3 trillion bill. It will be a much smaller bill. So you need to make up the room somehow, and part of that could be you decrease the amount of people who qualify for the direct stimulus payments. And of course, if it was under $40,000, it would help the people who need it the most, which is the whole point. It would dramatically reduce the number of eligible Americans. And it doesn't change the fact that whether you're in the 40, 50, 60, 70 income bracket, you're probably still struggling to pay rent, especially if you've been laid off, if you're on unemployment. So there is that reality that many experts predict we will see more evictions, more foreclosures coming into the fall. So that's not a good sign. So we've emphasized that the importance of another direct stimulus check. We've published this information. We're all for it. We did a survey 2 months ago that showed that 90% of people felt another stimulus check would be necessary. Of course, this is the best way to get money in people's hands, to get them spending. Another survey has supported that as well. So we hope that there will be another stimulus check. Whatever happens, it's likely that these negotiations will take another 2 to 3 weeks. They will probably want to pass something within 3 weeks or so, because then there's another vacation for the lawmakers. So they want to pass something. And of course, the main reason is a lot of these things are expiring, such as the pandemic unemployment assistance. So they want to vote on something and get it out there. Right, we've all been waiting for this for several months, asking these questions. A direct stimulus check, what's happening? You know, in the other HEROES Act, the $3 trillion HEROES Act, there was talk about $2,000 per month and a lot of other direct payments. Looks like those aren't going to happen, so what are we going to get instead? Thanks so much for supporting us, for liking this video so others can see it, and more importantly, stay well and stay healthy. Take care.